Hello everyone, in this video I will be explaining you what type of foundation we should use when the site has been logged with high water table and filled up loose soil. In the part 1 of this video, we have explained how the water has to be pumped out of the site and how this ground has to be set before proceeding with the footing work. As you can see in this video, the ground has been completely prepared and PCC is being placed here. Whenever you are choosing the location for your house, you should be very specific on the type of the soil and you should be aware what type of soil has been available in that particular region, because the site with loose soil at high water table may increase your budget up to 20 to 25% in the foundation stage, because in this type of soil you may have to go with raft or combined footing for residential purpose of houses. The other solutions available for this type of soil is pile foundations. But doing pile foundations to smaller area becomes expensive, and finding the vendors skilled laborers to do pile foundation is also difficult in small scale. That is why this side we are going with raft type of foundation, where you can observe that wherever the column comes, we have created a band here along the periphery, and wherever the center column is there, that center column has been connected with the peripheral row, such that all the columns are interconnected in the footing level itself, and such that no unequal settlement happening in the foundation stage. These columns you can see here will be placed at the respective positions on the footing. Here in our case we have placed the columns, and additional mat at the top has been provided. That depends on your structural designer and the type of load and multiple factors like spacing, column base. Coming to the steel details, the bottom mat we have provided the longer bars are 12 mm dia placed at 6 inch center to center, and the shorter bars are 10 mm dia at 6 inch center to center. And these details differs on the soil conditions and the loadings. And you can also observe at the periphery we have provided with retaining walls on 3 sides of the site except in the front side. These retaining walls we have considered for two purposes. The first purpose is to provide the strength along the longitudinal directions for the bottom footing, and the second one is, since the adjacent sites are empty, in future when the owners want to construct their house, during the construction stage if any excavation happens, they should not affect the structural stability of this building, such that no soil should collapse. That is why we have constructed this retaining wall on all the 3 sides. Apart from this, we also provided top mat, which is T12 at 6 inch center to center on both the sides, only at the position of columns. And wherever the column footing is not required, we have avoided the concreting over that place. Here we are doing the concreting with M25 grade of concrete. Before concreting, you should ensure that proper cover has been provided to the footing, and you should also ensure that the concrete which we are placing is of good quality, workable, and you should make sure that cubes has been casted for testing purpose in case of any quality checking, and vibrators should be properly used wherever it is required. Once the raft has been completed, simultaneously retaining walls all around has to be raised up till the levels provided by your structure engineer. You should also make sure that the concrete placing in the retaining wall should be workable, so that it should go easily inside the retaining wall during casting, and sufficient cover has been provided. Simultaneously backfilling can be done once if curing has been done. Simultaneously water tank also has to be raised till the desired floor level. And once it is done, the backfilling can be done completely, and it has to be compacted, and sufficient water has to be left to settle down. Once the compaction has been done thoroughly, it has to be leveled properly and plinth beam layout has to be marked. Wherever the plinth beam comes, soil has to be excavated and prepared for PCC below the plinth beam. Here you can observe the leveling has been done, placing the PCC below the plinth beam location. PCC is nothing but a concrete mix with less cement quantity. This PCC is always important because this PCC protects all the ground supported structures from losing its moisture content from the ground adjacent below it. This PCC acts as a medium between the rich concrete and the bottom ground, so that it avoids the ground from absorbing the water from the rich concrete like plinth beam or footing. This is the importance of PCC. Here you can observe that rings are being prepared for plinth beam. These are 8 mm dia bars which are bent to place in the plinth beam section. Since there is difference in the flooring levels, we have higher depth of plinth beam. In normal buildings, this much depth of plinth beam is not required, since only wherever there is level difference, to play with the levels we have taken this much depth of plinth beam here. But that is not constant throughout the length of the building. Shuttering has to be done properly and the concreting has to be done with rich mix of concrete like M20 or M25 concrete as per the design. Plinth wheel levels has to be carefully considered whenever there is level difference in the floors. Especially plinth beam below the inner walls has to be considered very carefully. This plinth beam acts as a tie beam at the floor level, and it gives additional strength to the column since the continuous height of the column has been increased. Since we have gone for 10 feet below depth excavation, this plinth beam acts as an intermediate beam between the footing and the roof beam. It acts as a grade beam and it also helps in transferring the wall load to the columns and ground below. A rich concrete has been made here of grade M20 and it has to be casted here in the plinth beam. Make sure so that cover has been provided sufficiently. After 8 to 10 days of curing, backfilling can be done and it has to be allowed to be compacted thoroughly as shown in the video here. And you can also use a anti-termite product to protect your ground from ants and termites. Here we are using anti-termite called as Terminator, that will be available for rupees around 300 to 400 rupees per liter. You can just dispense over the ground. As the water penetrates inside, it can be absorbed from this ground below it. It will avoid whatever the termites and ants from entering from the ground. This you need to apply all over your built up area. This will help you from protecting your flooring and house from ants and termites. At least for certain time you can protect your flooring and joints from the ants, so that flooring will be protected for a long time. Thanks for watching. In case if you need any architectural or structural or any construction related assistance, you are free to contact through a WhatsApp number given below in the description box. Thanks for watching this video. Please do like and share this video so that it will be helpful for the needy one. Thank you. Thank you for watching our video. Please do like and share our video, and please do consider hitting the subscribe button and click on the bell notification and select all notifications so that you don't miss any of our updates. Thank you.